Hello Internet! Welcome back to Let's Play Excel. In today's video we're going to talk about animation, a recommendation and a lesson I got from Redditor, RKR87. In addition to the great idea, they also sent me over some starter code to teach me how to do animation in Excel and make this video possible. So for all of that, RKR87, thank you so much. But let's go ahead and take a look at things. I used that as the inspiration to create a basic walking animation for Mario. And to take things up a notch, we also can play the Super Mario Bros. Overworld music to follow him around. So let's take a quick look at that. If we hit play. Look at Mario walk, oh so slow. In the next video, we're actually going to be reviewing the code for how to play the music with Excel, but for now, we're going to focus on animation. And last but not least, before we get started, I do want to let you all know that this file is available for download on my website, letsplayexcel.wordpress.com, link in the description below. So if you want to play around with this file and dive into the macros as they've been written, please download it, play around with it, that'd make my day. Also, if you find this video informative and you like it, please do me a favor and actually like the video. And for more content like this, then subscribe and ring the bell for more. But without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, if we're going to animate something, then we need something to animate. I already chose Mario, so from there I looked up the patterns from the official games so that we could actually find a way to animate Mario that is somewhat honoring the original Super Mario Bros. Game. Once we've animated our sprites, and I will note that I animated all of these, so I took the pattern from online and then animated these using our conditional formatting and index match capabilities that we reviewed in the previous video for Pokemon Let's Go Excel on conditional formatting. So if you want to learn more about that process, take a look at that video as well. Otherwise, once you've created the animation sprites, that's when we needed to set up a few flags. So let's actually, sorry Mario, I'm about to stretch out your hat. But let's take a look at these so you can see. So we have a few things that we're calling out here. First is Mario, because we're animating Mario, but I do have a few other things that we can animate as well. And then that's going to tell us below how many frames are we animating Mario with. In this case, we have 6, all 6 on screen with very, very stretched out hats. Then we can see our frame counter, so what frame is being animated at this time. As we paused the video, we're on frame 6. We then also have an animation flag to tell us whether or not our animation is running. That's going to be a 1 or a 0, currently as a 0. And I got rid of this flag, so I will delete that out. We no longer need a running flag. We can actually just do it with just these 3 simple areas. So just animation flag, are you running? Frame flag, which frame to animate, and total number of frames. After we've created all of that, I also wanted to have a background for Mario to walk on. So if we scroll down, this is where I have a just very basic background broken out from, inspired from World 1-1 of the original Super Mario Bros. And if you actually zoom in, we can see that all of the numbers in here are at 10 or greater. This is important because if we also scroll up, then you're going to see that the background of Mario is all 11. When we get into the formulas, we'll understand why that is. But so now if we go back into our animation, that only takes us so far, right? We have Mario on a background, but how is he now animated? Well, that's where we turn to VBA to get that job done. So let's open up our VBA editor. And I have a few different macros. We're going to be focusing on one called anim. This is a little small, so I'm now going to open this up so that we can zoom in a little bit. And so here we have our anim macro where we're doing, well, a handful of things. We're going to be doing 5 small tasks. We're going to be defining a few variables, and then we're going to be looping 3 more tasks. Sounds like a lot, but it's really not that bad. So what exactly are we doing? Well, one, we're setting our character model to Mario. So in A1, where you saw the word Mario, we're just setting this to be animate Mario for us. Next, we're going to be setting our starting frame to 1. As we saw previously, when we paused the animation, we were left on frame 6. We want to make sure that when we're starting the animation, we start on frame 1, so we'll reset that in B3 to, say, 1. We're also going to be setting our flag to be animation on, so animation flag set to 1 instead of 0. That's the first 3 things. We then have a few things that we're defining. So we're going to be defining the maximum number of frames as that value in A2. So in this case, for Mario, that's 6. For another project, then that's going to be 4. And then we're going to be creating a rep count just to know how many times have we animated this file. We're setting that to start at 0. We are then going to be setting our, I'm calling this an index range or an index helper, just a way to let our index match formulas, or really just our index formulas, know whether or not, or I guess where to start animating Mario. And then the last thing that we're doing as the small tasks are playing the music. It's actually a decently big task, but again, that's for the next video. So from there, we are creating a do tag to do 3 more events that are going to be looped together. So what are these? Well, we are going to be adding 1 to our rep count. So we're just continuing to do everything we're doing and just add to our counter. 2, we are going to be updating our index helper or index range to be, well, effectively. If we take a look here, you see all of these numbers above Mario's head. Going from -6 to 47. So in this case, we're actually just moving this down 1 every loop so that we're allowing Mario to continue to walk left to right. And then last but not least, we're just going to be cycling through our frames. So if we identify that our current frame counter is equal to our maximum number of frames, in this case 6, then it's going to reset that back to frame 1. And if we're on anything other than our max of 6, then it's just going to continue to add 1 to the frame counter. And we're now going to loop all of this until we hit 71 rep counts, or until our flag for animating is set back to 0. So this will not run forever. We do have some ways to turn this off, and then after that, we're going to stop all of the music. Okay. Hopefully you're with me. It's not too difficult, but with that, we now have Mario walking for us at the press of a button. And just for fun, if I zoom back out here, we also have our good old Tanuki Mario, who's going to walk for us as well. So I actually love that walk animation. Just as a fun fact, they creators of the game condensed that down to a 4-frame walk animation where they actually reused frame 2 to be frame 4. I found all of this out in a really cool article that I'm also going to put down in the description below that I used to create these sprites. So you want to check that out by all means. I do hope that this was a helpful tutorial, and I'm really excited to review the musical elements of this file in the next video. But until then, remember to stay excellent. Bye.